Hi, you guys. I know the lighting sucks, but I'm actually really like by the window, and I think that this thing just doesn't want to get any brighter. And I'm telling you, I think my phone's being tampered with because I've been having so many problems with it, and I just bought it. You know what I mean? But, anyways, it's not about how I look or how I come, it's the message that I bring. Okay? My name is Nicola, aka Lady of Love and Light. This is Love and Light Tarot, where we enliven the light of the mind. Yes, Nicola like Tesla, but with a C, not a K. All right, I'm a light body natural sent here to serve the collective consciousness through my experiences, so that in hopes you'll find your own light in your own experiences, okay? All right, let's get to it. I wanted to hop on, you guys, because I felt prompted to, and I wanted to pre-record the message so that it wasn't tampered with in any way, so that it is unadulterated. All right, you guys see me shuffling. You like the sparkles? I hope you like the sparkles, guys. I like to do filters because they somehow keep your energy covered and protected. I feel like it's a filter. So, you know, hey, I say filter in the light. Hey. All right. Spirit, thank you for coming to show up in this reading. I wanted to call this reading the enemy's camp. Okay, because when you go into the enemy's camp, meaning once you take back your peace, once you take back your happiness, your health, and all of these things from, you know, sources that would rather you not take them back, folks start to notice. And in this energy, folks are starting to notice. You know, and the folks who you took it back from notice the other folks noticing. And they got agents. Okay? And so you need to be careful, you know, the energy that you're moving in. So be stealthy and be careful and be watchful, because there's people that, you know, would rather you keep your mouth shut about your happiness. Excuse me. About your peace. Hear that thunder? That's confirmation from God. The card we have, okay, is the Page of Cups. Okay, you looking tantalizing. I give that credit to the spicy guys on Instagram and TikTok. Please go check them out. Tantalizing. They make me feel tantalizing. You know, big forehead, take a picture, okay? All right, you guys, you know, there are people that are like you that are bearing their souls, but these people are still covered. You know what I mean? You have to move in an energy where you got to kind of be quiet, or be more careful, protect yourself, you know, spiritually. Make sure you're wearing your crystals and your bracelets. I have things like that I move. These are tools that will help you, you know, and keep you protected and covered from certain energies that seek to suck the life out of you, both figuratively and physically. Quite frankly, there are people who would rather you not be breathing. And I think that's the energy that we see is happening right now, and we need to be serious about that. See, me, I know that while I'm a person who speaks the truth, there are people who hate me for speaking the truth. And my channel gets tampered with. I like to speak out. I don't care. My phone gets tampered with. I recently found out that my phone was tapped by who, I have no idea. There are things that folks, just 4:44 on the clock as I say that, that would rather you not tell your truth or tell the truth. You know, I'm telling the truth through my experience. I can't speak for someone else. So my truth is just that. You know, a lot of times they call truth opinion. So if that's what you want to call it, fine. In my opinion, I have the right to speak my truth. I was born with a mouth and a tongue that works and a voice box that works. So I should be able to say what it is, you know, that has helped me and made me happy and brought me into a more peaceful space without someone getting mad that I'm sharing, you know, how to be happy, how to be healthy. That's what we were born to do. That is our God-given right, the pursuit of happiness. Okay, that is in the Constitution. We have constitutional rights. And I, for the next few times that I do this reading, am going to speak on a constitutional right that we have until we cover them all. I think that that's legal to speak about constitutional rights and that we all should know them. So if you follow my channel, by the end of whatever week or day or month, we're going to be done, you know, spoke about constitutional rights. Okay? Okay. So let me go into this reading. Done running my mouth the first 5 minutes. You can speed past that if you want. All right, and we got the other two cards. Yeah. Okay, how they came out is like this. They're actually in reverse, okay? So, you see this? You think nobody don't see you. You think nobody don't notice you back there in your house protected with your garden, you know? The little animals got their face covered. Let's look up these cards. Let's look up the Page of Cups. Okay, and the overall energy of this reading is the High Priestess. Hi, I am she. The High Priestess. And she got a baby next to her. I teach my kids the truth, for sure. Okay, so let me look up the High Priestess. And she pops right the up. I cannot make this up. Ain't she beautiful, just like you and me? Okay, the High Priestess. Description. The High Priestess represents the spiritual side of humanity. She is the threshold of the path of initiation, representing psychic ability, psychic vision, spiritual wisdom, and mysticism. Okay, didn't I tell y'all some weird energy going on, girl? Folks want to shut you down, okay? And mysticism. She is the spiritual side of the magical, with a K, art, the internal process of magic, while the magician actively does, the High Priestess quietly knows. And within this knowledge lies her tremendous power and potential. As the lunar goddess in the doorway into the spiritual realm, the High Priestess provides us with a link back to our origin and our essence. She is the present. She represents the idea of knowledge slowly unfurling and mysteries unraveling, and encapsulates the saying that those who ask shall be shown the way. Went to the enemy's camp and I took back what he stole from me. He's under my feet. He's under my feet. Satan is under my feet. Listen, the Bible says that the woman will trample the head of the devil, the head of the serpent. Do you understand? You don't understand. If you don't understand, that's okay. Let me tell you the divinatory meaning. Spiritual knowledge and psychic ability, the threshold of the path, the spiritual aspect of humanity, an intuitive and spiritually enlightened person. The idea of an ideal lover, idolization, a submissive or a feminine lover, spiritual seeking, initiation, psychic ability or a psychic vision, spiritual wisdom, calm, exploration of mysticism, magic or other occult arts, feminism, secrecy, mystery, a story in slow unfolding. Not all is being revealed. So, like I told y'all, when y'all in the enemy's camp and y'all going back into this mug and y'all going like unassuming, y'all going in there like you just, you know, I just want to talk. You know what I'm saying? And then you coming in like that squirrel. Look, I think the little squirrel is you. So let's go on ahead. That's the energy y'all moving in. So this reading is going to be about a little mysticism. It's going to be about you tapping into your spiritual gifts, okay, and how to do it naturally. Here, like I always say, practicality means spirituality, and that brings about what I like to call perfect love, because it gets rid of all fear. Okay, when you know who you are and you can move in that energy, because as human beings, we have not been taught about the mysteries of the beyond. Okay, and when you tap into energy like that, it's other energies that wake up and recognize and start to see you for who you truly are. So even though I look like this in the natural, I look like this in the spirit. And anyone else who choose to answer the spiritual call of the beyond. Okay, I'll just word it like that. Okay, so the Page of Cups. Let's look at the Page of Cups. Okay, because I think the Cups is second. Hold on, guys. I should have had these pages put up. Forgive me, but I just had to hop on and do this reading because it just hit me, all of a sudden to get up and go do it. And I was told by Spirit, so I do what I told. And apparently this reading is much needed because I needed to hear this too, apparently. 11:11, as I say that. Boom. On the clock. Listen. Okay. A creative individual who is an artist, musician, or writer, a muse, a lighthearted person, a playful person, a romantic interest, an excitement of new love, puppy love, fun, creativity, happiness, and offer of love. Okay. Offer of love and emotion, the arts, a new creative project, spring to life, romance, inebriation. Arts, I want to be on my birthday. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, a new creative project springs to life, romance, playfulness, frivolity, a lighthearted attitude, one who lives life with zest and passion and an open heart. Okay. Out of the abundance of the mouth, the heart speaks. Out of the heart flow the issues of life. I mean, those are just two that come off the top of my head. Okay, guys, you have to learn how to be lighthearted. It is so, like, you see the bags under my eyes. She said, I got these CD bags under my eye are big enough to carry some Christmas present, whatever. Okay, but I spend a lot of time. This is from spending a lot of time doing this. I love to read. I love to listen. I stay up for hours listening, watching, and researching certain things because it's what helps me and keeps my heart light and happy. And I have learned that when things happen to you, they take you down and they make you feel, sad and stressed in the physical. Excuse me. But you can be, like, some of y'all might have a hard time getting this out. But I hear a Christmas song, like, be lighthearted, you guys. The message from this card is just to be lighthearted. Okay? To be open-hearted. This is you. I know you may not be in the energy of being happy, but let those things fall away. Let those things not plague you and take over your heart and over your mind. As I said in the last reading that I posted, when your energy is low and sad, you draw situations that make it worse towards you. Speak to yourself with love. Your body is water. Water holds memory. Thoughts are memory too. So when you think, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So whatever you think about yourself, that's what manifests on your face. And you guys, ever since I have started to love myself, like, my skin is clearing up. I have some left. I even started developing, like, white spots on my face, like stressing, like, oh, you're not pretty, or you're not this, or you're not that. I don't care who think, like, bro, I have changed so much. Like, I could care less about my physical appearance. My heart, I love it. My brain, I love it. My truth, I love it. Nothing is more precious to me. You know, and I had somebody late last year, try to break that part of me. Try to come for that part of me. People don't tell me I'm ugly. They try to tell me I'm stupid. They try to say things like I'm crazy. Like, I'm completely coherent. I take care of 5 children. I'm blessed in the way that my mind works perfectly. There is nothing wrong with me. Okay, people will try to tell you because you're stressed and you're going through and you can't pull yourself out of situations that something wrong with you. No, it's not. You haven't been taught how. They don't want you to anyways because it's money and going to go see a therapist. My heart beat fast when I say things like that. My heart chakra open and it's beating hard right now. There will be people that want you to think that you're not precious, that you're not beautiful, that you're not kind, that you're not wonderful. That just because you're mad or you're angry or you feel stressed out, that you know, that it can't get no better. It's a freaking lie. It's a freaking lie. Yes, you can. Let me go to the next card. Okay, 9 of Pentacles. Because folks be making me mad with this mess you are. Lying and whatnot. Okay, we got the 5 of Pentacles. Let's go further. We got the 6, 9 of Pentacles right in my face. Boom. My finger was actually in the page, y'all. 1616 as I say that on the phone. Every time I look up, it's a double. What's that all about? Okay. A good and healthy lifestyle in harmony with nature. Okay. Walk in nature, you guys. Take a walk. Do some yoga. Do some meditation. Some affirmations. Do it daily until you just get used to it, until you need it, until you look forward to it. You guys, I've been doing yoga every day for like 3 weeks, and I've been doing it with my kids. At first I was doing it by myself, but my kids asked to join in, and so I woke them up. At first they was so angry. Now one of my daughters, she hops up quicker than I do and be like, Mom, can I get up and do all my chores and stuff so I can be ready for yoga? And there's rules to doing yoga with mommy in the morning. Like, when you get out of your bed, you have to make it. Okay, when you get out of bed, you have to drink your lime water. When you get up in the morning, we don't eat till 12. We clean and do all our chores and things like that so that we can sit down and enjoy our meal. You know, there's a scripture that says it's better to eat your morsel in quiet than to eat it full of bitterness and strife. And when we eat, we try and eat things that encourage us to, you know, be healthy and happy. Fruits, nuts, berries, and seeds in the morning. Avocados, you know, Brazil nuts, and, you know, make oats and avocado toast on you know, kamut bread or kamut puffs with bananas and strawberries. Things like that are in line with Dr. Sebi's teaching. You know, we're not perfect, so sometimes we have a bowl of Rice Krispie treats, okay, the frosted kind, because I like those. But you know, for the most part, we eat healthy. I still love fish. We're pescatarian. I love fish. I love scallops. I love things like that. You know, so nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect in my walk, and I don't pretend to be, and I don't want to be. You know, I don't compare myself with nobody. I don't follow nobody. I don't bow my head to nobody, because I am a sovereign being. I have the right to be a sovereign being because I was born a sovereign being. So therefore, you live in your power that you give yourself. You know, you don't have to be around people that make you feel subjugated. You know, I live in this home. You know, I know the home is paid for. I know the home is not mine, but it's my environment. You know, I have a right to be happy in my environment as long as my rent is paid. You feel me? There are legal ramifications for things that they do on this earth. And yes, there are people who try to come against you in like a negative way and like try and, you know, make you feel bad for wanting to be positive and be happy. That makes no sense, but they do. Okay, also means prosperity, wealth, security, a happy marriage, a peaceful home. You see, all of these things that I do by keeping myself away from people who trigger me, things that trigger me, is, you know, super important. Excuse me, I had a notification come up. Okay, focusing on the home and the family. That's exactly what I've been doing. Like I was just kind of sharing with you guys. A good mother. That I am, that I am, that I am. I love being a mom, you guys. It's the best feeling in the world. especially to my 5 wonderful peoples. Okay, a house garden, which I do want, and I'm working on that, but I grow a few herbs, okay? One of my favorites that I know is not on Dr. Sebi's list, and I think that I read on Victor Bowman's page. He also has a website called Bolingo Balance. But I also read on his page that the only reason I could be wrong, so please don't be trying to come for me. Shut up. Is that that Dr. Sebi took it off is because it's so hard to find natural seeds. But there are a couple people that mentioned a few places where you can get organic seeds. So I'm still looking. I haven't found them yet, but I'm looking. Contentment without complete satisfaction. Shit happens. Tending the outer garden but neglecting the inner garden. Stay within the self-imposed boundaries of one's comfort zone. Material wealth has created walls around one's true heart or has shielded one from exterior realities. Focusing solely on one's atmosphere of influence and neglecting to notice the rest of the world. Boredom will only be relieved by pushing oneself to explore more and do things outside of one's normal experience. Okay, you guys, now going into the enemy's camp is a scary thing. For me, sharing my knowledge and things that have helped me has been a struggle for me, because although I know it will help people because it helped me, it changed my life, and people are going through similar circumstances, I notice and can see, because I'm a coherent being. So therefore, knowing this, I share little bits of information like eating healthy, eating less fried food, eating less unhealthy food, like, boiling your food more, taking walks, like I said, yoga, excuse me, good Lord, I'm having all kind of trouble getting this out. Okay, and then we have the third one, the hermit in reverse. And I can tell you already, that's like God wanting you to come out of your little circle or ball or whatever you call yourself, okay? Let's see. Okay, so we got the hermit card, but you got it in reverse, okay? So the description of this card is, just as the lover's card can represent the choice of a domestic lifestyle shared with another, the hermit represents a life of solitarily seeking spiritual. Symbolism: isolation, solitude, contemplation, wandering, and introspection. The hermit epitomizes the concept of soul searching. Okay? Forever looking for the invisible and forever grasping at the intangible. The hermit seeks but never finds. He is his own God. Ashe. And only by looking within himself will he discover what he seeks. While strength shines its light outward, the hermit shines his light inward, keeping the treasures of his heart and mind all to himself. Such a life can get lonely, and the hermit reminds us that although we must ultimately walk the path alone, a little company along the way can definitely make the journey a little brighter. Ooh, a big bird just flew past. Okay. Reverse: not finding what you seek, desolation, depression, giving up, a search, intense loneliness, feeling uncomfortable, which is like my biggest thing. Hermit should step out for a night on the town. Okay, and the way to reverse that is, excuse me, guys. So sorry. Useful in bringing up peace, acceptance, solitude, good for charms to find out what's lost. Okay, to increase your enlightenment. Reverse it. Overcome shyness and loneliness. Okay. With the sun shining. It just came out after all that storming. Okay, you guys. I want to clarify that card, okay? The hermit. I'm going to do it right here just because I'm sitting there's a space between me and what's holding my phone. Y'all can see me. I like to do stuff in front of y'all. So you can, all my little jewelry, don't be looking. See my little fake jewelry. I love costume jewelry. You can keep up with it. You know, my grandma gave me a few secrets. I dropped all of these. There's too many, guys. My grandma told me, like, yo, you can keep up with your jewelry. You know what I mean? Like, for real. And it'll be good to you. My grandma used to tell me to take some fingernail polish and paint my gold, and it be shining. Okay, you guys. Ooh, there it goes. There it goes. I got 3 more, actually. Okay, I'm going to take them in the upright. I got the Ace of Swords. Can you see it? Get my hand out of the way. Okay. And I got the Page of Swords. And because I don't do past, present, future, these are just energy readings. Okay. So, let's look up the Ace of Swords. I know it's going a little long, guys. About 5 more minutes, okay? Let's go to the Ace of Swords. These are all swords, by the way. Woo. The energy of the air, I think, is Gemini, Libra, and Virgo. No, Virgo is Earth. I think Capricorn is Earth. So all 3 of those, okay? Let's go back to the swords. Okay. The first one that I got was, I think the Ace of Swords, yes. Okay, the Ace of Swords. The element of fire. That would be Aries, Leo, and Sag also, okay? The element of fire, defense, destruction, a warning of danger or disaster, a show of force, living a hand in hand with intense physical emotion and pain. Pain that has turned into anger, hatred, domination, opposition, argument, strife, and enemy. Into the enemy's camp. An opportunity to banish negative energies in one's life, exerting one's power and authority. A path becomes illuminated, and an individual is ready to pursue their destination with everything they got. How you doing? I am said individual. Okay? So, in knowing that you are to go after it with everything you have, like, fight for your life. In other words, you feel me? Fight for your life, okay? Fight for your right to pot. No, I'm just kidding. Let me not. I don't own any of the rights to any of these little phrases and channelings and things like that I come into. There's a little bird that's like hopping up to my window right here. So funny. Okay, well, let's go into the next one. Hey, you guys. Quiet, please. Page of Swords, which is, I think, after this one. So, Death, this one is 4 swords. 4 swords. Look at that picture. Okay. Death of a person. Idea or project. Solitude. Introspection. Resting. An illness. A time of stillness. Before a new phase of life begins, a time of spiritual morrows, the dark night of the soul, a period of inaction, closure, withdrawing into oneself, okay? Resignation, okay? Avoiding life, a need to get out and to get doing again, oversleeping, knowledge, power, inspiration is received through dreams and lucid dreaming. I have been having so many weird dreams. Like, I had a dream that, like, in that exact order, I wrote in my daughter's book. Let me see if I can find that book, you guys. Hold on. It over here, but it was a book that I was reading. Let me see. Yeah. Yes. Okay. I found it, you guys. Got all kind of stuff on my bed. Anyways, okay. I was just sitting there, and as I was meditating, I know y'all can't see it, but it's that eternity symbol, that love symbol up there. Like, can you see it? I'm pointing to it right there. And then a sun. And then a music symbol. And a teardrop. So I don't know if that may have significance to somebody, if you have those tattoos, or if you have, you know, those, like my finger's itching. So maybe you have one of those on your finger or your arm or hand or foot or ankle. Okay. So that may have significance for you. Okay. So let me see if I can go back and find that. Okay. And Page of Swords. So now I got to do Page of Swords. Okay. Have courage, okay, and bravery despite inexperience. There's some things I know nothing about, but like I want to do it anyways, okay? Eagerness to prove oneself. A young person who has the willingness to conquer obstacles. An individual who's self-assured, daring, and perhaps a bit brazen. Might be. I'm a Leo sun and an Aries moon. And their actions, an immature or dishonest person. Bold or brash behavior, dishonesty, recklessness, acting without thinking. I had all these issues at first, and I still do to some extent. Not the dishonesty, because that could never. Anticipation, thoughtlessness, selfishness, self-centered, self-serving behavior, excitement, eagerness for experience, being carried away by the moment, lacking the necessary skill or experience to accomplish one's aims, taking daring and direct approach will help one to be the best to achieve one's desires, enthusiasm, confidence that is perhaps unfounded, spontaneity, taking advantage of a situation, seizing the opportunity, cockiness, a risk, immature, irresponsibility. Okay. Useful in spells and charms intended to encourage greater spontaneity and increase confidence and courage and boldness. Reverse, to use and expose lies and deceit and behaviors that come to the light. Now, this deck that I'm using right now is called Spellcaster's Tarot, and I can't show you because the box is holding up my phone, okay? But I've shown you before, okay? Just look it up. Modern Spellcaster's Tarot by Scott Murphy. Illustrations by Scott Murphy. Melanie Marquez. Okay, so that's who it's by. Melanie Marquez. Okay, you guys, I am encouraging you to understand that when you embark on your spiritual journey, or whether you're in the dark night of the soul or what have you, just to give yourself a break. Be a little spontaneous. We're in the energy where you can break free from strongholds that hold you down mentally and emotionally and spiritually, okay? You see that? What is that all about? You see my face going in and on? No. Look, it's right here. I'm silly, y'all. Let me stop. Well, till next time, we meet right here in the light. Peace, love, and enlightenment.